All right. Hi, everybody. Good evening, and welcome to today's 60-minute powerful flow yoga practice. I'm looking forward to today's practice because there are a whole lot of twists and lots of chest opening. So even if you're like, oh man, twists, I hate twists. Well, if you hate twists, then you're watching this later. Go choose a different video that's not about twists. But if you're here live, there's going to be quite a variety of stuff that will help you feel good. There's going to be a lot of core activation stuff. Part of safely doing a twist involves really engaging through your front and your back core. So there will be a lot of stabilizing, strengthening shapes throughout class. And if you have one yoga block, that will be a helpful tool for a couple of shapes. If you don't have a block today, grab a pillow, like the thickest, sturdiest pillow that you can find. And if you're like, help, I don't have anything, you'll be okay completely without it. I'm about to press play on the playlist, which is linked below if you would like to press play and listen. And we're gonna get started laying down in our backs in reclined bound angle pose. That's bottoms of your feet touching with your knees open wide. If you have blocks nearby, you can put them underneath your legs, just for a little bit more support for the knees, like this. Or you can make the angle, this diamond shape angle, bigger by scooching your feet further away from you. Find something that feels comfy and let yourself start to relax. You made it. You made it to this moment of the day. Before we start doing anything controlled or special with the breath, just give yourself a couple of nice, easy inhales and exhales. Just taking some inventory here. Notice if the breath feels full and easy. Maybe it's a little shallow, a little forced. It's okay. Notice all the different places where your body is making contact with the ground beneath you. And tune in a little more acutely to those places. See if you can notice the sensation of the ground supporting you. So not just you resting down, but also the earth rising up to meet you. And notice if that sensation invites any softening through your body, through the hips, the belly, the shoulders. And I'll guide you through a couple rounds of box breathing to transition ourselves into this calmer, more present place. We'll inhale for the count of 4, hold for the count of 4, breathe out for the count of 4, and then hold at the bottom of the exhale for 4. I'll count through a few rounds and then let you try it on your own. Start by breathing in for 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, breathe out 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, breathe in 2, 3, 4, good, hold 2, 3, 4, breathe out 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, good, breathe in 2, 3, 4, hold your breath 2, 3, 4, breathe out 2, 3, 4, hold your breath 2, 3, 4, good, keep going on your own. There's no wrong way to do this. You can switch up the count to make it a little slower or a little faster. Notice any urge to rush through this. Rushing is a habit of the mind and of the body. So just a couple more rounds, letting the body soften on your exhales and soften as you hold your breath. Nice job. Whenever you finish your last full round of that breath, you can let your breathing return to normal. Just notice any effect that that exercise had on the state of your mind, the way your body feels, your connection to the earth. And gently close your legs up like a book, hugging your knees in towards your chest. Like Donkey has the zoomies. And just start to give your knees little circles here, just checking in with the low back, noticing any sensation in that region. And when you are ready, grab your block or your pillow, put it in between your thighs, and then send your legs off towards the right. So you're finding a twist on your back with your legs off towards the right. The block in between your thighs helps keep your hips stacked right on top of each other. Bring your hands to clap on top of each other over at the right or towards each other. And as you breathe in, reach your left fingertips up and overhead like you're drawing a big rainbow over the top of your body. And then your exhale takes your arms all the way out to a T. So now you're open into a big twist. Give yourself a moment here to settle into this shape. You might be lightly hugging the block with your thighs, actively reaching your arms long in opposite directions. Noticing any sensations through your spine, noticing the way the core feels. And now we'll flow through this a couple times, starting to bring some mobility to the left shoulder. So as you breathe in, draw to the top of the rainbow. And as you exhale, bring your hands towards touching each other. Good, 2 more rounds like that. Inhale, draw the rainbow overhead. Exhale, open all the way up to a T. Good. Inhale takes you back to the top. And exhale all the way back home. Let's do one more. Take this one on your own, moving really slowly, letting the breath be very full. Nice job. When you're all done, roll back onto your back and send your knees off to the other side. So knees off towards the left. You can adjust as you need to so your hips are stacked on top of each other. Start with your hands off towards the left side. And we'll go really slow on the first one, then flow through 2. So as you breathe in with your right arm, you're drawing this rainbow overhead. The exhale takes you all the way out. Notice how this feels through the right shoulder, opening up for the first time. Stay here for a minute. Think about expanding in all directions. Take 2 breaths. Nice job. Where can you soften on your next exhale? Good. Breathe in, reach your right arm to the top of the rainbow. And as you exhale, come back home. Nice. Now we'll flow twice. Breathe in, reach up high. Breathe out, open up. Good. Inhale, right arm to the top. Exhale, arms towards each other. Take one more of these on your own, moving as slowly as your body is asking you to. Beautiful job. When you finish up your last round, you can roll back onto your back. Remove this block. You can kind of keep it nearby. We'll use it again soon. And we're going to do that same twisting shape with the knees, but this time it's going to be active, and we're going to start to activate through the core. So send your arms out long at a T, palms facing down for some support. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Breathe in. As you exhale, drop your knees over to the right to hover. You can keep your knees bent or lengthen them for a little more of a challenge. What's important here is that knees and feet are hovering. Start to notice the way this feels through your core, already starting to get a little warm, maybe a little shaky. Breathe in, draw your knees to center. And as you breathe out, hover towards the left. We're gonna hold here for a couple breaths. You're doing amazing. Notice what feels like on this side. Maybe it is something a little, maybe it's more challenging. Maybe you wanna make it more challenging. And now we'll flow. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, hover to the right. Good, inhale to center, great control. Exhale, hover left. Good, 2 more rounds. Inhale, center. Exhale, hover to the right, move slow. That's how it really works. Inhale, center. Exhale, hover left. Beautiful. Last round, make it your best. Inhale, center. Exhale, hover to the right. Beautiful job. Inhale, center. Exhale, hover to the left. Don't rush it. Breathe through it. Good. Inhale to center. Exhale, relax. You might hug your knees back into your chest. Maybe you're drawing those little circles again. And for our last thing we're doing on our back here, grab for your block again. We're going to do a little bit of dead bug. More warming up for the core. All right. Sorry, that was like so rah-rah. Okay, hug your knees into your chest. Squish your low back down onto the ground, and then using your hands, push your knees right in front of your hips. So shins are parallel towards the earth, toes are actively flexing back. You might stay just like this, holding this shape with the low back glued like you're squishing a blueberry underneath it, and keeping your knees further away from your body like this. This is a lot of engagement. Maybe you start to press your hands into your legs, meeting that resistance with your legs, and you're like, oh, I'm shaking. You could stay just like this. If you want to move on, bring your block to your left thigh, push the block into your thigh, push your thigh into your block, and as you breathe in, start to lower your right heel towards the ground. You can keep the knee as bent as you want to, good, and exhale to lift. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, great control. I am shaking. Are you shaking? Are you breathing? Yes. Woo, all right, let's switch sides. Keep the low back squished down. Body is still working. If you need to take a little break, you can, but stick with it. Squeeze the block against your right thigh. Find that engagement, that resistance. And now as you inhale, start to hover the left heel. And exhale to lift. Good, 2 more like this. The more bent your knee is, the easier this will be. So adjust as you need. Oh my gosh, there's nothing easy about this. Last one, you got it, do your best. Woo, all right, release the block, hug your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug. You just did amazing. And we're gonna meet seated. So if you like to rock and roll along the length of your spine, you can do that a few times, or you can just press yourself up, finding our comfortable seated position. Woo. All right. We're seated on the mat. Hey, girl. Doesn't matter how you're sitting, we're gonna do some side bends. And so if helpful, you can have blocks on either side of you to make the earth a little closer. But for now, bring your right fingertips towards the ground or onto your block. And as you inhale, swoop the left arm up and over, big side bend. Good, give yourself a minute here. Maybe you start to work through the shoulder, rotating the arm, rotating your wrist, just checking in, take a breath in. And as you exhale, swoop forward any amount, noticing how this feels through the low back. And we're gonna come out on the other side. So left fingertips onto the earth on your left side. And now as you breathe in, sweep the right arm up. And we're in a side bend going this way. Take a moment here just to check in, noticing how this side of the body feels, checking in with the shoulder, the wrist, the whole arm. And now there's an invitation to flow either between side bends, staying up like this, or if it felt good, swooping down and then coming back up. It's up to you. So start to move with your breath in whatever way feels good, finding side bends, maybe finding some little swoops. If you're like, Abby, you're not explaining this very clearly and I'm not sure what to do, just close your eyes, listen to what your body's asking for. There's no wrong way to do it. We're still following the breath, staying present with what feels good, offering that to the body as a gift. Take about 3 more full rounds of breath. Nice job. When you're all done with your 3rd round, we'll meet in a tabletop position on all 4s. We're gonna do some cat and cow. So I don't know what's going on, you guys. Spread your hands really wide on the mat. Make this an active tabletop. You're pushing your legs into the ground, pushing your hands into the ground, hugging your knees and hands toward each other. Imagine your front body coming up to hug your back body. So we're not collapsed down, you're really active right here. And as you inhale, drop your belly, lift your tailbone, carve a line up the wall in front of you with your chin. Give yourself a couple breaths here, checking in, noticing how this feels. Notice any sensation through the low back as you drag the heels of your hands back towards your knees. Breathe in. And as you exhale, round and curl your spine, finding cat pose, giving yourself a couple breaths here just to notice what this feels like. Notice if you spread your fingers even wider and push each finger into the mat. Notice any sensations through your arms. And now 5 rounds of cat and cow, all on your own, matching breath to movement. Moving as slowly as feels good, adding in anything else your body's asking for. Nice job. Take 2 more of these all on your own, warming up through the spine, through the neck. Good. When you're all done, find stillness and tabletop. Bring your left hand a little closer to the center of your mat. If you're having some wrist sensitivity, make a fist, put the tops of your knuckles on the ground. As you breathe in, peel the right arm up as high as it will go, and then pause for a moment. Check in with the arm, rotating it in as many ways as feels comfortable. Check in with the wrist. Think about lengthening both arms 1 inch longer. Breathe in. And as you exhale, tuck the right arm under the bridge made by your left. Thread the needle, rest the right side of your head on the ground. If you're tight in your upper shoulder, your upper back, you're already like, I feel this, it's good. But for some of us, that's just like not, this doesn't really stretch that. So if you're like, I don't feel any stretch here, you can make this a little bit of a balanced shape by sending your left toes back. And maybe you experiment with lifting the left leg. Totally optional. If you're like, I'm really enjoying this shoulder blade stretch, this rhomboid stretch, great. 2 more breaths, nice and easy. Bring your left hand back to the earth. Breathe in, reach the right arm back up high. Notice how it feels. And breathe out, come back to a tabletop. Let's find that on the other side. Your right hand, right fist, plant down. Breathe in, reach the left fingertips to the sky. Pause for a minute here, checking in with the arm, checking in with range of motion through the shoulder, through the wrist. And now think about growing your wingspan a little longer, pushing your hand into the ground, reaching towards the ceiling. Good, breathe in. Exhale, tuck your left arm under, thread the needle on this side. You can settle into the big stretch for the back of your body, where you might bring your right toes towards the back of the mat. Maybe you play with lifting the right leg. No wrong way to do this. Just breathe for 2 more breaths. Good, bring your right hand back to the mat. Breathe in, lift the left hand to the sky. And exhale back to tabletop. Walk your hands forward about a handprint, tuck your toes underneath you. Before you go to down dog, make sure your block is at the front of your mat. And then lift your hips up towards the sky, finding downward facing dog. Think about supporting your shoulders here. Spread your fingers as wide as they were in tabletop. Rotate your hands out slightly so your index fingers point straight forward. Spread your fingers wide to the webbing. Think about gripping the mat like you're trying to palm a basketball, and then push the big knuckles that connect your fingers to your palm down too. Good. Think about rotating your armpits in towards your face. Notice the way that spreads your shoulder blades across your back. Relax your neck. Maybe give it a little shake side to side, nodding yes and no. Breathe in here. Big breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Walk your feet up behind your wrist. Let your torso hang really heavy here. We'll take a couple big twists together in a minute, but for now, find whatever feels good. Bend your knees as much as you want. Manifest space across your low back. And think about lengthening your spine by letting the skull at the top of your head pull heavy towards the ground. Good, you can stay like this. If you want a couple twists, bring your block underneath your nose. Plant your right hand or your right fist onto your block. Bend your right knee a lot. As you breathe in, draw your left fingertips up towards the sky, big twist. Take a couple breaths here to expand, to notice the stretch through the side of your left leg, noticing the twist. This is a lot for your neck. You can gaze down. One more breath in here. And as you exhale, think about swimming forward. Reach your left fingertips forward, 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 and then down. Let's find that on the other side. Bend your left knee, left hand comes to the block, or maybe just to the earth. Breathe in, peel your right arm high. A few breaths here, expanding through this twist. Lengthening, breathe in. And as you exhale, reach the right arm forward, bringing the stretch from the hip out to the fingertips and all the way down. We'll flow through this swimming twist twice now. So right hand on the block, bend the right knee, inhale, reach high. Exhale, swim forward. Left hand on the block, bend your left knee, inhale, right arm high. Exhale, swim forward. Nice job. Left time through. Inhale, left hand high. Exhale, swim forward. Left hand to the block. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swim forward. Good. You can set the block off to the side. Give yourself another breath or two in ragdoll pose. And then when you're ready, bring your hands to your hips, bend your knees a lot, lift yourself up to stand. And we're gonna do my favorite thing to do when I'm feeling like restless and crazy. Find a wide stance on the mat. If there's a piano behind you, don't smack it. And you're just gonna start to, what is this? Thumping your body with your hands. You're sort of like twisting. This is like really a no rules sort of thing. But like it's kind of satisfying to have your hands make a sound on your body. Like pay attention to the way that that feels, the way that it sounds. If it feels safe to close your eyes, give that a try. See what it feels like to just feel into this movement. Can you speed it up a little bit? What does the breath feel like? How could you make it a little more deep, even as this like sort of frantic movement is happening? Couple more times through. You're doing great. I know it feels weird. We're flapping our arms for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Bring your hands to touch at heart center. Maybe keep your eyes closed. Notice any sensations moving through your body. Feel your feet rooted into the floor, the crown of your head pulling up towards the sky. Notice any buzzy feelings in your body, and maybe any heat, any cool. And then blink your eyes open. Find a standing position at the top of your mat. Take a big breath in, reach your arms up towards the sky. And as you exhale, twist to the right, reach your right fingertips back, left fingertips forward. Think about lengthening your arms and driving the right hip forward. So the right hip wants to open up to help. Keep both hip points facing straight forward like headlights. Breathe in and breathe out. Nice job. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Keep your glutes firm. Keep your core tight, opening, lengthening. Think about this twist coming from the top, from above your belly button. Good. Inhale, back to center. Reach up high. Exhale, little back bend. Push your hips forward. Think about lifting through your heart. Option to find cactus arms. Expand across your collarbones. One more breath in. One more breath out. Good. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold forward, soften at your knees. Inhale, lift halfway, long, straight spine. Exhale, high plank and pause just for a moment. Shoulders over wrists, hands are active and strong on the ground. Shift your weight forward into your toes, squeeze your legs. Keep breathing here. Powerful breath supports a powerful shape in the body. Hug your belt buckle up towards your belly button. Good. Think about pushing your hands into the ground. Think about hugging your thumbs towards each other, charging up through your pecs, through your arms. Take 2 breaths here. You got it. Amazing. One more breath in. And as you exhale, lower to your belly, option to drop to your knees first. Press your toenails into the ground. As you breathe in, find Cobra Pose. Peel your heart up. Think about making your spine as long as you can, reaching it more forward than up. Pin your elbows together behind you. Think about lifting through the crown of your head. Breathe in. Exhale, lower down. Nice job. Inhale, high plank or tabletop, press up. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll flow through that twice now, matching breath to movement. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Walk to meet your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Push your feet down. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, twist to the right. Keep your glutes firm this whole time. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, twist to the left. Good job. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, back bend. Support your low back. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold forward. Soft knees. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, high plank and lower to your belly with control. Inhale, cobra, lift your heart. Exhale, lower. Nice job. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward dog. Use your core to bring your hips back. Last time through, inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, back bend. Lift your heart. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, high plank to your belly. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, lower. Good. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. We're going to move on now. Start to warm up some larger muscle groups. We're going to get a little deeper into twisting, play with some balancing. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair pose. Sink your hips down and back. Reach your hands up high. Now bring your hands back down to your knees, on your thighs outside your knees. Push your knees out into your hands and then use the strength of your arms to push your knees back in. Keep this engagement through the sides of your legs and your glutes, but reach your hands back up. Legs are super strong. Good. Breathe in here. You got it. Breathe out, chair plane. Send your fingertips straight back. Think about popping your heart up. Imagine you're holding a pencil in between your shoulder blades here. Can you sink your butt further back and down? Good. We're going to lift the left leg now. Inhale, one leg mountain. Lift your left leg up. Hold and breathe here. Grow roots through your right foot. Left lifted leg is super active. Thigh is parallel to the ground. Toes are actively flexed back towards your shin. We're going to move around a little bit here, but you could stay just like this and build a lot of strength and stability just through this static movement. So you can stay and inhale, or as you exhale, standing figure four, cross your left ankle over your right knee, sink back down. This is an active stretch for the left glute, left outer hip. Still think about sending your butt backwards and imagine your spine on this really long, high diagonal, growing longer with each breath. Nice job. Take a breath in here. You can stay or practice a tiny little twist towards the right. Tiny little twist. This is tough. You got it. Good. As you breathe in, return to center. Find one leg mountain again. And as you exhale, step back to crescent lunge with airplane arms. So left foot floats back. You can take a couple steps if that feels better. And then you're ending again here with your chest popped up. Shoulder blades squeezed together behind you. Imagine you're squeezing a basketball behind you with your palms. Good. Strong lunge in the front knee. Your back hip, your back glute is super strong here, driving the left hip forward. As you breathe in, crescent lunge, lift your fingers up. Good. A couple breaths here. Still thinking about energetically driving the left hip forward, energetically bringing the right hip back. Good. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, big twist to the right. Reach your right fingertips back. Good. Think about this twist coming from above your belly button. And think about how the stability through your glutes and your core helps you facilitate this openness through the upper body. Twists are tough. Keep breathing. You got it. One more full round. Breathe in. And breathe out. Nice. Inhale, warrior two, spin open. And pause and stay here. Adjust your feet as you need to. Maybe find a heel to heel alignment, heel to arch. Find a strong, confident lunge in this front leg, but not something impossible. You know you're going to be in this shape for a little while. So set yourself up to be working, to be challenging yourself, but pushing towards today's edge, not what you were doing last week, but what feels like your best today. Peel your fingertips apart, take a breath in. And as you exhale, extended side angle, reach the right arm forward and down, left arm high. You can do bicep over your ear for a side stretch, or reach the left hand to the sky to focus on a twist here. But think about keeping your legs active and stable to facilitate this openness through the front of your chest. So good. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten the front leg. This is like your Britney Spears, like power pop star moment. You're reaching up, maybe back. Option to pop your front toes up like a little jester. Option to think about grounding your right big toe to lengthen the stretch that way. It's up to you. Inhale. And as you exhale, all toes point in the same direction. Swoop yourself down into wide leg forward fold. Good. You're hanging out here. Let your head hang heavy. Enjoy the stretch for your hamstrings. Option to find some twists here with me. Bring your left hand to the earth as you bring in, peel the right arm as high as it wants to go. And as you exhale, come back down. Right hand to the earth. Inhale, lift the left arm. And exhale, back down. Good. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, low lunge towards the front of your mat, Inhale, high plank. And as you exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, Cobra Pose. Exhale, lower down. Good. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. We'll go through nice and slow on the other side here. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, chair pose, sink low. Before you bring your hands to the sky, find that engagement manually again through your legs. You're pushing your legs into your hands. You're pushing your hands into your legs, and then keeping that engagement even as the arms lift. Yes, legs are so strong. Take another breath in here, sink a little deeper. And as you exhale, chair plane, just your fingertips go straight back. Imagine you're hugging a basketball between your palms, lifting up through your chest. Good, still driving your glutes back, you got it. We're lifting the right leg this time. Inhale, one leg mountain. Nice and easy, lift the right leg. Pause and stay here. Let's get used to this shape on this side. Left leg is strong, growing roots through the earth. Right leg, strong and lifted here. Active through the quad, active through the right glute, toes flex back. You can stay right here, breathing, working with this stability. If you want to move on, take a breath in. As you exhale, right ankle over left knee, sink into figure four. Good. Notice any differences on this side. This might be your tougher side to balance on. It's okay. Balancing is never about being completely still. It is always about a conversation with your body, which requires total presence and awareness of this moment. If you get distracted, you'll fall down. So stay with your body here, thinking about lengthening your spine. You might stay just like this. If you want to practice the twist, inhale to lengthen through the top of your head. And as you exhale, it's just a little prayer twist towards the left, any amount, just noticing what this feels like. Good, gently bring yourself back to center. And as you inhale, lift the right leg back to one leg mountain, nice control. And as you exhale, right toes float backwards, landing eventually in crescent with airplane arms. You can take a couple steps to get there. Good, think about hugging your palms towards each other, and then lift your pinkies up 1%. Good. As you inhale, reach your hands up high, crescent lunge. Take a moment here to solidify your base. You know the powerful twist is coming next. Think about using especially the strength of your back glute here to help stabilize for the twist. Take a breath in. As you exhale, left arm goes back, right arm goes forward. Big open arm twist. Negotiate this space through your torso. Notice how much your core needs to be engaged for a twist. Can you peel your arms a little further apart here? Can you lift through the top of your head? You're doing so good. Nice job. Inhale, warrior two, windmill open. Adjust your feet as you need to. Fix your ponytail. Good, find the alignment that feels best in your body here. Think about externally rotating through the front leg. So that's this front inseam rolling back behind you. Pin the pinky edge of your back foot down. Notice the engagement through the whole right thigh and glute. Gaze confidently over your left fingertips. Breathe in. Exhale, extended side angle. Left arm low, right arm high. Decide what version of this shape feels best for you today. Could you put more weight into your back foot to help support you here? Can you relax your face? Good. Inhale, reverse triangle, straightening through the front leg, finding a big side bend that feels best to you, whether the toe is popped or not. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, left toes point in the same direction as the right, swoop all the way down. I'll invite you to twist again with me here. Bring your right hand to the earth. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your right arm to the sky. And exhale, lower. Good. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, low lunge to the front of your mat. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, Cobra Pose, strong lift of the heart. Exhale, lower. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. We're gonna flow through this just one time. And I invite you to stay really present with your breath, especially as we're doing the moving, balancing. If you're feeling wobbly, just go a little slower. You got it. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Good. Here we go. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, chair plane, just your hands. Lift the left leg. Inhale, one leg mountain. Stay or exhale, figure four. Stay or inhale. Exhale, little twist to the right, whatever's available. Good. Return to center. Inhale, one leg mountain. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms like you're moving through water. Inhale, high crescent, reach up. Exhale, twist to the right, right arm goes back. Good. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Inhale, lift the right arm. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the left arm. Exhale, lower. Beautiful. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, low lunge to the front. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Last time through. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, chair plane. You got it. Lift the right leg. Inhale, one leg mountain. Stay or exhale, figure four. Inhale. Exhale, maybe a twist to the left. Return to center. Inhale, one leg mountain, unwind with control. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms, float back. Inhale, crescent, lift your fingers. Exhale, twist, left arm goes back. Good. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Plant the right hand. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, lower. Plant the left hand. Inhale, lift the right arm. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, low lunge to the front of your mat. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice job. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. So you can lower to your knees, find a little drink of water. We've got one more standing set to get into a little bit of even deeper twisting, and then we'll be stretching it out on the floor. Thumbs up to you. Nice job. All right. Beautiful job. All right, we are going to meet in downward facing dog. Take your time getting there. I'm figuring out which way I need to face to do this. Okay, that'll work. All right, we're meeting in downward facing dog. All right, take a big breath in. And an open mouth, exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward, fold, walk, hop, step to meet your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. I know, just a little more. Exhale, hands to your heart, prayer at your chest. Good. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, prayer twist to your right. Hook your left elbow outside your right knee. Use that leverage of elbow against knee to stack your elbows on top of each other. And we're breathing here. Gaze down at your knees. Notice if your left knee is really popped up, can you bring it back in line with the right? Good. Press your palms together right at heart center. Gaze up or down. All right, big transition coming up. I encourage you to just give it a try. Shift all your weight to your right leg. Start to pop your left ankle up. We're gonna step back to a crescent twist. Maybe just for a minute, you get one toe off the ground, tiny flamingo pose, and then you can start to step your way back to a lunge. Good. Invitation to lower the left knee if that feels better in your body. If you wanna stay active, hands are the same. Elbow is hooking outside. Find that pride through your chest, thinking about lifting up through the heart, creating space through the neck and chest. I know this is a lot. We're just here for another second. Good. We're going to transition to star pose. So if your knee is down, lift it back up. And as you breathe in, big transition all the way up to star pose, toes out, heels in. Take a big breath, wiggle your hips, just because it feels good. And as you exhale, toes out, heels in, sink down to goddess pose. You're welcome to just stay in this really challenging squat if you're working on thighs and glutes of absolute steel. If you want a little bit more twisting, some opening through the chest, bring your hands to your thighs, fingertips point down. Inhale, puff up your chest. Exhale, drop one shoulder, gaze over the other. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist the other way. Good. Inhale, center. Let's do that one more time. Exhale, twist. Let it feel really good, whatever you need. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center, hands at your heart. Exhale to stay right here. We're here for 4. For 3, you got it. Just for 2, star pose in 1. Inhale, star pose, burst up. And as you exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Start to turn your toes in and your heels out. As you breathe in, puff up your chest. And as you exhale, wide leg forward fold with an optional chest expansion. If this doesn't feel good, you can forget about it. This is just a little bit longer of time in the wide leg fold, so I invite you to find what feels best to you. More twists. Maybe you try some lateral lunges from side to side. You have about 6 more breaths to play and explore. All right. Nice job. Last round of breath here. Good. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, low lunge to the front of your mat. Inhale, high plank. And exhale, straight to downward facing dog. Good. Let's do that on the other side. And then we'll stretch it out on the ground. Breathe in, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, last chair pose. You got it. Very last one. Exhale, hands to your heart. Think about lengthening your spine already. Breathe in. And as you exhale, right elbow comes outside the left knee. Maybe right elbow is actually kind of between your knees. Whatever's more accessible in your body. Whatever helps you leverage this twist a little deeper. Hands at heart center, elbows are stacked best you can. Think about lining up your knees. Notice how it feels to make that shift. I know this is a tough shape. Keep breathing, keep lengthening through the top of your head. We're gonna transition back to the lunge now. If you wanna try it through Flamingo Pose, all the weight goes into your left foot. See what it's like to lift up the right toes any amount. Maybe you start to walk them, float them back to Crescent Lunge with this big prayer twist. Renegotiate the space in your body as you need to. It's okay, these twists are tough. That transition was tough. Maybe you drop to your knees to focus on the twist. You have 4 breaths here. Find what you need. Awesome job. Last full round. You got it. Good. If your knee is down, bring it back up. Inhale, star pose, burst open, toes out, heels in. Give your hips a little wiggle. And as you exhale, find goddess pose, sink low. Hands onto your thighs. Inhale, puff. Exhale, drop one shoulder. Nice. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop the other shoulder. Beautiful. Last time through. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, wringing out the spine. Come back to center, hands at your heart. We're here for 4. Just for 3. Yes, you can. For 2. And 1. Inhale, star pose. And as you exhale, toes in, heels out, make your way to wide leg, forward fold. Maybe a chest expansion, maybe not. Find what feels good to you here. This is your last big standing stretch. You have 6 breaths. This is a great time to open and close your jaw really wide to work out any tension. Last round here. Good. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, low lunge to the front of your mat. Inhale, high plank. Using your core, exhale, downward dog, nice. Gently lower to your knees. Find a seat flat on your butt. We're gonna do seated figure 4 here with the option to add a little bit of a windshield wiper motion to work into some different parts of the hip socket. So to start, bring your right ankle to cross over your left. This is the same shape we did standing. If this already feels like a lot, move your left foot further away from your body. And just check in with what feels good here. Flex your right toes back towards your shin so this leg is active. And you can stay static, enjoying the stretch in the right outer hip. If you want to experiment with a little movement, just start to rock both legs side to side. And if this does not feel good to you, skip it, don't push it. But if this feels good, you might start to play with more motion where you send your feet all the way to one side, all the way to the other, working internal and external rotation through the hip. Couple more breaths here. Stay connected to your breath. Stay in your body. Nice job. When you're ready, we'll switch to the other side. This time crossing the left ankle over the right knee. Adjusting as you need. One hip's probably a lot tighter than the other. It's okay. Make this work for you. And if you've decided you'd like to find a little movement, start to rock the legs side to side, just noticing shifts in sensation with the movement. Maybe you make this range of motion a little bit bigger, maybe not, no pressure. Can you soften the skin of your face? Relax your jaw. Good. Gently let that side go. Return both feet down to the earth. Send your legs out long. Give your legs a little wiggle. Bring your left knee in. So left knee is in, right leg is long. Bring your left hand onto the earth behind you. Use it to kind of help prop yourself up. So if it's helpful to bring your block behind you just to help make something a little closer, This is good. We don't want to be scrunched down, so you're lifted through the heart. As you breathe in, reach your right arm up. And as you exhale, right elbow comes outside the left knee, big twist. Or maybe you hook your elbow around your knee and hug it for the twist. Look back behind you as much as it feels comfortable. And send all your breath to the places where you feel the most tension through your back and spine. 3 slow, full breaths here, lengthening through the top of the head with each inhale, deepening the twist as you exhale. Good. Gently return to center. You can send the left leg long, hug the right knee up. We'll find this on the other side. Right hand rests on the earth or the block behind you. Strong and proud through the chest. Inhale, lift your left arm up. And exhale, either hug the left knee or pin your left elbow outside. This pose is called half Lord of the Fishes. How cool is that? Good, you have 4 breaths here. Each inhale lengthens your spine. Each exhale rinses through a deepening twist. Good, last full round of breath. When you're ready, gently return to center. Send both legs long, give them a little wiggle. And then scooch out any flesh from underneath you so you feel your sit bones connected to the ground. Flex your toes back towards your face as you breathe and reach up high. And as you exhale, hinging at the hips, find your forward fold. There are a lot of options here. You can keep your spine long. You can let it round. Maybe you even go for a hug around the knees, noticing how this feels through the low back, through your hamstrings. And use these several breaths here to make your exhales longer and slower than your inhale. Can you let yourself let go a little more here? Gently start to make your way back up to a seat. And then nice and gently all the way down onto your back. Keep your block near you. We're gonna find big twist on our back using the block for a little help. Keep your block on your left side. Left leg is long. Hug your right knee in. Give it a big squeeze. And as you exhale, drape the right leg across your body and let your knee stop to rest on the block. So block can be on whatever height feels good. And if you're like really mobile through your back and spine, you might not need the block. But for those of us who have trouble resting into a twist where the leg is up really high, this helps you relax through the hips so you can focus on breathing into this twist. Arms are out at a T, gaze towards the right if that feels okay. Through these next several breaths, how passive can you make this shape in your body? Good. Hug the right knee back into your chest. Give it a squeeze. And then trade it out for your left knee. Move the block over to the right side of your body if you found it helpful. Squeezing the left knee in, breathe in. And as you exhale, big twist, left leg comes across your body. Let your hips stack on top of each other. Think about grounding through both shoulders. So the back of your heart space is supported by the ground. And experiment here with using your breath to let your body soften and melt down into your mat. Good. Hug your left knee back in. Send the right knee up to meet it, hugging both knees into your chest. Find happy baby pose. Feet are stamped towards the ceiling. Grab for whatever is most accessible, whatever lifts the length of your spine all the way down to your tailbone. Press against the mat. We'll end seated with a little bit of breathing. So if there's another shape you're dying to take, find it now. And when you're ready, hug your knees back into your chest. Roll yourself onto your favorite side for fetal pose. And then gently press yourself up to a seat. Find whatever's going to feel most comfortable for you. I'll guide you through just a little bit of box breathing. Again, on our way out, I'm going to sit on a block. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. Let your hands rest heavy and soft on your body. And I'll start to count through a couple rounds of breaths and let you guide yourself through a few. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath, 2, 3, 4. Keep going on your own. Finish one more full round, all on your own, at your own pace. When you're ready, you can bring your palms to touch at heart center. Close your eyes if that feels good. Keep them open. Bring your thumbs to third eye center, merging heart and mind. I bow in gratitude to each of you for sharing this amazing practice together. May all beings everywhere be healthy, safe, and free. Thank you. Cool. That's it for today's practice. Thank you so much for joining. I know we went a little bit longer, so if you have to jet, I understand. But if you have feedback, questions, requests for future times, I would love to hear any and all of it. Thanks again for being part of this space. Feels really good to be here together, and I will see you next time.